we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest tonight is known for his 1989 documentary, Roger and Me. His latest film, Canadian Bacon, opens this Friday. Let's take a look.
These Canadians ain't got a care in the world.
Yeah, and how about the way they cheat at the World Series, huh? That's our game, people.
Oh, that is true. I'll tell you another thing, the beer sucks.
Please welcome back to our show, Michael Moore, everybody. Thanks for coming, Michael.
Well, thanks for having me here.
We'll talk about the movie in a second because we were looking at clips today upstairs. Very funny. I wanted to congratulate you. First, you won an Emmy, though, last week. That's
right,
great.
for TV Nation.
That's great. Congratulations. You gotta be happy about that.
I am. It was an Emmy actually for our NBC show last summer, and so that was nice to. It was for the episode where we fired everybody on our show and moved it to Mexico to take advantage of the North American Free Trade Agreement. And hired cameramen for 80 cents an hour, and we did a damn good show down there. And we came back to NBC and encouraged them to just fire everybody here and move it all down to Mexico. I mean, it's good enough for General Motors, right? It's good enough for
and so
General Electric.
And they weren't that happy about that idea.
No, but it won us an Emmy. So
that's great. What do you care then?
Yeah.
Now,
and, you know, it's actually great. I was just here, and I miss it being here at NBC. And I came in and they said, you got to go to makeup. And I said, well, you know, I'm not a makeup kind of guy, you know. And they said, no, you got to go into makeup. So I go in there, and the woman says, well, the makeup woman's sick today, but I'm going to do your makeup. So that's cool. Well, what do you do here? She says, well, I just got done working on some exploding heads for Saturday Night Live.
she went right to work on you.
Special effects woman, yeah. And she's putting
all our makeup is done by special effects people. Very gruesome.
So if anything happens, you know, while I'm out here, don't be alarmed.
We're going to back you up on that. Now for the Emmy, who did you beat out for the Emmy? Who did you have to beat for this?
Robert Stack in Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, wow.
We beat him.
Man.
It's tough competition there.
Yeah. He's a tough guy. He's a very intimidating guy.
Yeah. Well, he's been stalking me ever since. So.
He's been hanging outside your window in his trench coat. Yeah. So
it was great. It was nice, and
you had a good time at the ceremony. That's fun too.
Yeah. We had a pretty good time.
Yeah. I just don't picture you at an event like that. Black tie, people wearing tuxedos, a lot of showbiz people.
Right. Yeah. So I was in the bathroom most of the time. I came
brushing people off.
Came out to get the award, and then left, and hopefully it'll help Fox decide on whether or not to pick us back up.
Well, they should. It's a great show. They should do
thank you very much. Thanks.
Now, tell us about Canadian Bacon, because, as I say, this is a movie that everyone saw from the clip. John Candy. This is This is the last full movie he did. He was working on another movie when he died.
Right. Yeah. This is the last one he completed. And after he completed our film, he went to Mexico to make a film called Wagons East, and he died on that film. So yeah, we had a great time with him. I mean, I don't know if you knew him or ever met him.
I met him once. I mean, he was one of my heroes. I love John Candy, and I got to meet him once about 8 years ago or something.
Yeah. Just great guy, very generous, open to everyone on the set, and in this film, in Canadian Bacon, he's really at his top form in terms of the comic genius that he was, especially if you remember back to the old SCTV days. Yeah. So I'm very proud to have him in the film, and it's a fitting, really tribute to his talent to see him in this film.
Now, you got to hang out with him because you actually shot this movie in his hometown.
In Toronto, right?
In Toronto.
Right.
So did he show you around Toronto at all when you were making the movie?
Yeah, Yeah, the first day I got there, he says, come on, I'll take you for a spin. And so we're driving around, giving me all the sights of Toronto. It's like 2 in the morning, right? And he said, anything else you want to see? And I said, how about Gordon Lightfoot's house? He goes, I don't know where he lives. So we go into the neighborhood, and he can't find the house. And he's looking at all the addresses. I know Gordon lives around here somewhere. I said, come on, John, we got to find the house because... Well, the idea was for John and I to stand in front of his house on the lawn at 2 in the morning and sing The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That was my fantasy to be able to do that.
That's his nightmare. I'm sure people are doing that all the time.
I said, fellas, it's been good to know ya.
At 4 in the morning. He calls the police again. Now, what about... Who else? Because what other celebrities are from Toronto? Did you go and see anyone else's house, or is that it?
Well, I was looking for Anne Murray's, but John said no. Bad idea.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Now, you shot a lot of this movie at Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, Buffalo. You see, the film takes place on the border with Canada and the United States, and it's set right after the Cold War. And we've run out of enemies. The Russians are gone. There's no butt left to kick. You know, the president's gone down the map. He says, look, we've been to Iraq, Grenada, Panama, Somalia, Haiti, Rwanda. You know, what's left? You know, because we can't exist without an enemy. And one of his advisors said, how about Canada? It's close. You know, we don't have to travel far.
So it's us picking a fight with Canada.
Yeah, basically, so that we can keep our defense factories going and, you know, just the way of life that, you know, we came to enjoy during the Cold War. So.
All right. Now, and Alan Alda's in this movie.
Alan Alda plays the President of the United States.
Right.
And in fact, after seeing him in this, I really think he should be the President of the United States. So.
Very convincing actor. See, he's already got a base of support.
We had one actor in the White House, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of worked, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess. It depends. I'm not going to say.
I'm trying to pull you out. I'm trying to draw you out, Conan.
Yeah, I'm a diehard Republican. Yeah. Sure.
It's time the people knew this.
Now, tell us about, just quickly, you shot this thing at Niagara Falls, right?
Yes.
And I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, because I haven't been to Niagara Falls. I just picture honeymooners being there around the clock. Are there a lot of honeymooners?
Yeah, well, there's a few honeymooners there. Niagara Falls is kind of hit on hard times, actually. The people up there are great. But unfortunately, because a lot of factories have closed, there's at least a person a week that jumps over the falls now to their death. I mean, they don't put this in the tourism brochures, but
come see suicide. Yeah. Why would they do that?
Well, and actually,
why would it be in the brochure? Really?
A couple of years ago, on the Noon News, one of the local newscasts up in Buffalo, somebody was just doing a stand-up report, a reporter in front of the falls, and behind her, some guy just kind of goes in the frame in the background waving, and then he just. Right over the falls.
He had like one of those foam we're #1 things.
That's right. That's it.
Oh! As soon as he got attention, he jumped.
It is, I got to tell you, it's a great place, Niagara Falls. It reminded me...
I want to go now.
It reminded me a lot of home. It's a lot like Flint, Michigan, and I'm sure all of you want to go there for a vacation, right?
There you go. We're going right after today's show. Hang on one sec. We're going to do a commercial. We'll have more with Michael Moore in just a second. Stick around.